Hey y'all, so I mixed it for 6 minutes and it cut off on my phone, so I'm on my laptop, so this is probably a part 2. It don't even make no sense to come back, but I just wanted to show y'all the finished product. So I did it for 6 minutes. Now I could do it for 2 more minutes and it'll be 8 minutes. Echo, 2-minute timer.
2 minutes.
So 8 minutes. So I used cream cheese in my frosting. I don't really care too much for cream cheese, but I just use this to stretch it a little, and I add extra 2 cups. No, I add an extra 2 sticks of butter, unsalted butter, and I add an extra half a cup of condensed milk, and I add an extra 1.5 cup of powdered sugar. Half a cup, because the original recipe is 1.5, but I double the recipe, and I usually use a half a cup of the sweetened condensed milk. So yeah, this is my homemade sweetened condensed buttercream frosting. And this can go on any frosting, any cake, you know. So being that I doubled it, I want to try it. I want to taste it, and I added the cream cheese to it. So I want to actually taste it, you know. I want to taste the frosting, even though you don't have to. You know, they say, taste the rainbows. So I'm going to taste it, even though it would be better on the cake, but we're going to try it. Wow. Now, ooh, why I had to pop like that? Okay, I taste the butter, the cheese in it, the cream cheese in there, but it's not over, powering or nothing. Now, if you want to change the color of your frosting, you can add food coloring to it, but I want to mix this a little bit more, but just a little bit more. Don't turn your back on me. So if I mix this again, it'll be for 2 more minutes, and I'll be 10 minutes total. So are we going to go there, or are we going to go there? I heard that the longer, well, I've seen it with my own eyes too, but the longer that you, how you say, beat your frosting, it changes texture, you know. Now it makes it more stiff the longer you beat your frosting. Now I did all that just to dip it right back in there. I just noticed that. I did all this, like I did all of this and all of this and all of this, boom, just to dip it right back in there. So I'm gonna mix it for another 2 minutes, and it's gonna be a total of 10. So let's get it on. Echo. 2-minute timer.
2 minutes, starting now.
I wish I can see the texture, you know, like it's changing. So maybe the 9 mark. So, and this is crazy because I have a KitchenAid stand mixer right behind you guys, right behind this device I'm recording on. It's a KitchenAid mixer right there. But I'm telling you, to get it to start is like pulling teeth. I'm like, what? I think it's probably I need a new KitchenAid, but I don't really use that KitchenAid often. Maybe because I let it sit around and you know, I don't use it, but I've noticed the texture started to change probably at the 9th minute because I mixed it for 3 minutes, right? And then I mixed it again for another 3 minutes, and then I mixed it again for 2 minutes, which made it 8 minutes. I don't know how long y'all seen me mix it for in the first part of the video, but I did, I think maybe 4 or 5 minutes before it cut off. I'm not sure. Because when I looked, it was off. I didn't know. But, yeah. At the 9th minute, you start to notice the texture, the change in the frosting. That, I wish I can see this. But, like, the 9th mix, y'all can't even see that. It's, like, washed out. But, like, the 9th minute, mixing it, it start to, like, I don't know. I can't explain it. But it wasn't the same way when I ended it on the 8 minutes. But when I started it on that 9th minute, no, was it 9? Yeah, 9, 10 minutes, maybe 9.5, you know, before, you know, it started to change. You know, that's a good thing too. But I'm going to stop it here because it could get a little bit more, I can't even explain it. I can't explain it. I can't obtain it. Jesus, your love is so amazing. It gets me high. up to the sky. And when I think about the goodness, it makes me wanna stop. See? Make me clap my hand, make me wanna dance and stomp. That's amazing how you say one thing and you think of a whole song. Okay, y'all. So, yeah. So, I'm going to cover this and put this in the refrigerator. You know, if you wanted to get more, is it more thicker? Or you get, no, the peaks, it get more stiff. Like your frosting get more stiff. But do you want your cake to get more stiff? If you wanted to, you can go for another 2 minutes if you want. That would be a total of 12. But I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, you know. Because this is a lot of frosting. I probably can use this to make a cake and maybe 12 cupcakes. Maybe. Because I like a lot of frosting on my cake. You know. And when I don't double this batch, because this is my first time doubling this batch. As long as I've been making this Sweetened condensed buttercream frosting, I never doubled the recipe. And this is my first time doubling it and adding cream cheese to it. Now, you don't have to add the cream cheese. I'm just trying something, you know, different. And, yeah, so you really don't really need this cream cheese, but I wanted to add it, because if you doubling the recipe, you're going to add more butter anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about 35-45 minutes. No, let me stop. But, yeah. Yep. This is a lot of frosting. And if I have some left over, when I make a chocolate cake later on or whatever, I can use what's left from this. I like my cake to be hard, you know. Not my cake. Not the cake. No, not the cake. Definitely don't want a hard cake. I meant to say my frosting. Now, I started baking from scratch in 2015, maybe, yeah. Around there sometime, maybe early 2015 or late 2015, whatever. But the thing is, I started in 2015, so I've been baking cake. I don't know what made me want to. Oh yeah, because I couldn't eat a lot of cakes, you know, so I had to make my own from scratch. So with the food allergies, you gotta make your own stuff, you know, so you can save yourself from being sick. Now, some people that eat certain food, they love that food, and they find out they're allergic to it, they'll still eat it. Now me personally, I don't like feeling sick after eating something. I don't. So to avoid that, I don't, do that, How did she say? No, I mean, nah. Another YouTuber. But yeah, so I avoid things that make me feel sick, and I just make it myself. So I can't have the store-bought cake. I can't have the Duncan Hines or the Betty Crocker cake mix, so I have to make my own. Ramona's way. Gluten-free style. Heck, it helps me. It don't make me feel sick. Now, gluten-free is not like a diet or anything. It's a way of life. Now, let me... It's like, gluten-free is like gluten-free without the gluten. Gluten don't make you don't feel good when you eat something with gluten. You make you a cake with no gluten in it. You're alright. Gluten makes you sick. You make you a cake without gluten. Get you some gluten-free flour. Whatever you allergic to or that makes you get sick or discomfort, not even allergic. It just makes you sensitive to it. Make you a cake without any of the ingredients that makes you sick, and you'll be fine. So if dairy makes you sick or you're allergic to dairy, do dairy free. Get you some dairy-free butter. Get you some dairy-free milk. Wait, is there such thing as dairy-free butter? I don't know. I know it's vegan butter, but maybe, yeah, vegan butter. Yeah. Or you can use olive oil or vegetable oil, you know? That's what I do. I substitute the things that, you know, I'm allergic to. So I use egg replacer for the eggs. I can eat the whitings, but y'all, whitings are expensive as well. The eggs too. The whole egg is expensive too. Even the egg replacer, the whiting is expensive, so this is better too. But just get you some, and then you can use whatever you can use like some coconut sugar. I'm trying to think of the sugars that you can use. Blue agave sugar, monk, I think it's monk fruit. Yeah. Whatever substitute for sugar, you can use that. You know, just use, like, for me, I had to get gluten-free flour. Gluten-free flour. Gluten-free. Whatever recipe you following, and it says all-purpose unbleached flour, get you some gluten-free, or get you some coconut flour, or get you some flour, or some oat flour, or some almond flour. You know, something like, if you're allergic to gluten, I'm saying, if you're allergic to gluten, have a sensitivity to gluten, get you a flour that doesn't have gluten in it. That's all I'm saying. And, you know, if you want to watch your sugar, get you something that is a substitute to sugar. And, you know, get you egg replacer if you're allergic to or sensitive to eggs. Dairy-free milk. And you know what? I found out they have coconut sweetened condensed milk. A little bit on the expensive side for one can. Like, it's probably like $4 something for one can. And they have like coconut evaporated milk too. So you can use those things too. Like me, I do a lot of research. Like I find a lot of substitution to the stuff that I'm allergic to. Like, you know, because there's a lot of substitution out there. Like, if you can't have, I remember I went how many years without pasta? I went like maybe 12, 13, 14, maybe 4 years without pasta, without macaroni and cheese, without spaghetti and meatballs, without waffles and all that stuff, pancakes. I went like maybe 4 years without that. Then I went on my journey and I started looking up stuff, maybe 2014. Or early 2015, I started looking up stuff. And also, what got me into this too is I was watching an episode of Girlfriends, and Maya was like, my auntie makes the best pound cakes. And I've been wanting to make me some pound cakes ever since. And I never made pound cakes yet. But that made me want to start baking from scratch. When Maya said my auntie make the best pound cakes, I wanted to start making my own cakes. So, and the container from Quaker Oats, you know, it comes with an oatmeal raisin recipe on the top. That's when I started wanting to making my own cookies from scratch too. So, and I'm still to this day looking for ways to substitute things, that I used to eat that I can't eat, But it's alright that you can't eat everything that you used to eat. It's okay. It's okay. Someone told me that I'm not missing out on the what they call them fruit, the Debbie snacks, Little Debbie's. It's been a long time I had a Little Debbie. So yeah, some people say it don't even taste the same, Listen, but for those who don't have no sensitivity to anything and are not allergic to anything, I envy you that you can sit there and eat whatever you want and don't get sick. I envy you. I am jealous of you. The fact that you can go to the store and buy whatever you want and eat whatever you want and no restrictions. I envy you. I do. It's the God honest truth. Those who are those who are not allergic to anything, I envy you. I've been watching too much Martin. But for real though, I envy you. For those who can sit there and, well, I knew from the beginning that since 1993, that I couldn't eat shellfish. That's how I found that I was allergic to. I tried crabs and I broke out, and shrimps and I broke out. So that's how I knew I was allergic to shellfish. But anybody who can eat salmon, whitings, I envy you. Anybody who can eat bread from the store, cakes from the store, I envy you. I am jealous of you too. Okay. But making things from scratch, it makes me a love for food even more. You gotta have patience too. My stomach can be growing like this, growling. But I know I gotta have patience. This didn't grow over. This didn't happen overnight. You know, I develop patience. You know, for something I want to eat, because I have to make it and I have to wait to make it. You know, I have to wait for it to be done and everything. But yeah, y'all, I'm so lucky. Y'all can eat whatever y'all want, and I can. I applaud y'all. But you know what? I wasn't always allergic to stuff though. The only thing I knew I was allergic to was shellfish. So I knew that I had to avoid. But everything under the sun, other than the shellfish, I can eat. Now anything like clams and anything that's in the shell, I can't eat. Lobsters, crabs, shrimps, stuff like that, I can't eat. I already knew I stay away from those. Those are my no-nos. But back then, I can eat whatever Little Debbie cake I wanted. You know? Whatever snacks in the store I wanted. Okay? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I love this this thing too. It's good to hold your cakes too. But yeah, so I didn't even know I was that far in this video. Y'all, I do apologize. I get to talking. But for real, y'all, on a real, I envy y'all that y'all can eat whatever y'all want. Y'all have no restrictions. Y'all not have no allergies to anything. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all. Y'all can eat whatever y'all want. You know, I was like that in my up into my early 30s. Yeah, that I found out I couldn't eat a lot of things. It's alright. I found substitution to grits without corn in it. I found substitution to flour without wheat in it or gluten in it. I found substitution to pasta, you know, that had the wheat in it that I can't, you know. I found a lot of substitution to the stuff that I used to eat that I no longer can eat. But it's all good though. It's all good. I found me some powdered sugar without cornstarch in it. I found me some pancake mix. Oh yeah. I forgot I had pancake mix too in there in the pantry. But I still make my own but as long as I'm not allergic to butter, sugar, we good. I'm good. Okay? I find I'm allergic. I think olive oil, not olive oil, vegetable oil has soybean in it, I think. Like, you know, you go to the store and get like Crisco, I think it says vegetable oil on the back on the thing, but in the ingredients it says soybean oil. So I can't have that. So it's okay. Alright, y'all. I'm going to let y'all go because this is supposed to be a part 2 of me showing y'all how I make my frosting. And I want to put this in a container, but I don't. I'm going to wait until I'm gonna wait until I frost the cake, and whatever's left I just put it in. Wait, do I have room in this refrigerator to even put this stuff? I do not. I'm silly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in little containers. But y'all, I love y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. I'm sorry y'all about the long video. I get to talking, and boy, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. When y'all meet me personally, I'm quiet. I'm shy. I'm to myself. I don't say much, but it seems like I'm comfortable talking to the camera. But if someone is standing here next to me, I won't say as much as I said. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this off too, cause this is, whew. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in a container. I'm gonna give me one of them old them containers that I had for my yogurt. I usually have some up here. What did I do with those things? Oh man. All right, y'all. Bye. God bless.